What's happening? This video is going to be about how you can actually get your videos to rank #1 on YouTube. And this is coming from someone who owns over 1 million subscriber channel, and I get millions of views per month from search, right? So this is going to be all about YouTube SEO in 2025 and what's actually important, because I've seen some videos and they talk about stuff that actually doesn't really matter all that much. And it just takes away your time, effort, energy from doing things that actually make a difference. So let's talk about exactly how to do this. And by the way, why you would want your videos to rank #1. Why do you want to get views from search versus getting views from browse? Well, it's very simple. First of all, a lot of people search YouTube, and so there's a lot of traffic there. But the second thing is, when people search, they have what's known as buyer intent or search intent. That means that they're much more likely to actually buy stuff, and they're much more likely to subscribe to your channel and actually watch your videos. So this is really powerful, because a lot of the time you can actually get people who are at the point where they're making the purchasing decisions, and that's when they search for the right stuff, right? So it's extremely important to get these people who are searching for stuff. Now, let's talk about what tools you want to use. The tools are vidIQ plus Keywords Everywhere. Now, I've made other videos on this channel where I describe exactly how to use vidIQ and Keywords Everywhere, but these are basically the two SEO tools. These are the equivalents of Ahrefs and SEMrush in the blog world, right? So vidIQ and Keywords Everywhere, these are two great tools for finding the right keywords, the keywords that have search intent, the keyword relatability, like what keywords are related to other keywords, et cetera, et cetera. Just as an example, guys, you might think that online jobs, and I'm using this because it's in my niche on my main channel, and remote jobs essentially mean the same thing. But in reality, remote jobs has way more searches, way more search volume. And on top of that, Westerners use the term remote jobs, whereas online jobs has less search volume, and it's mostly people from like the Philippines or India, so people that are not from the West, okay, that use this term. So that's pretty important to know. That's really, really important to know, because if you use this term, you're going to get a bunch of traffic from people that are from countries that you probably have nothing to sell to. Plus, you're not going to get as much traffic. And if you use this term, you're going to get more and better traffic, right? So that's why SEO is so important. It's so important to look up keywords, because you're able to determine things like this, right? So vidIQ, incredibly important tool. Keywords Everywhere. Keywords Everywhere is kind of a tool it's easier to use kind of like on YouTube itself, and it gives you ideas of which search terms, long tail, short tail search terms are going to have the most volume. And then vidIQ is more for deep research and figuring out which keywords are related. Overall, if you're going to have only one tool, I would get vidIQ. I think it's the most valuable tool. Second, you want to do things that have high volume. Okay, and you want to post lots of videos, because not only is YouTube going to rank your videos themselves, at the top of search, but when it sees that you have multiple videos on the same subject, that's when you're going to start ranking like crazy on top of search, right? Because the way YouTube works is, even if you do rank at the top of search, in many cases, it may not last forever, but if you're continuously uploading videos that rank at the top of search, your videos are just always going to be at the top, and you're going to be capturing that consistent volume of people who search the terms, right? So this is why high volume of uploads is actually quite important. Now, when I say high volume, I don't mean you have to upload, 5 times a day. I'm talking like once a week or something like that. Once a week, once every 2 weeks, something along those lines. These terms is going to be great. Maybe even once a month. There's certain keywords I kind of cycle on my main channel. Like I might hit one, particular keyword once a month, another particular keyword once every 2 months. I kind of cycle around and hit the different keywords at different times. High intent, right? You want you want to actually choose things. This is more of a money side of things, but you want to choose terms where people have high intent to actually buy, because it's not just the volume of the search. It's not just how many searches you get. You also want people to have high intent for the searches themselves, right? So just as an example, someone might search, let's just say, how to start on YouTube, right? And that, they're interested in like starting on YouTube, but they might not be ready to quite buy a course at that point. Whereas if they search best YouTube course, then they're probably ready to buy a course at that point. So that would have high intent. So you want to, generally speaking, try to stick with things that have the high intent, and also things that have volume, but really intent is more important because you're going to make more money, right? And then beginning of the sentence. This is really important. Let's just say you're trying to rank for the term Amazon FBA, right? If you're trying to rank for this term, you want this to be as close to the beginning of your sentence as possible. This is seriously important that this happens. And I can tell you, like, this makes a massive difference. So try to get Amazon FBA as close to the beginning of the sentence as possible. So just as an example, instead of saying the best way to make money online, Amazon FBA, in parentheses, you would want to put something like Amazon FBA is the best way to make money online, and here's why, right? Something like that. That would be way better. So yeah, beginning of the sentence, very important. It's simple, but I mean, it makes a massive difference. So it's like beginning of the sentence, the closer to the beginning, the better. You're going to rank better on search when it's closer to the beginning. Description. Put it in the description. And this is something I actually forgot to say, but plus first sentence of video. First sentence of video. So try to get the keyword in your first sentence of the video, and maybe even 2 to 3 times within the first paragraph, right? Don't be like a freaking robot and say it like a million times, but try to get it in there, like in the first sentence, and then maybe even 2 or even 3 times at most in the first paragraph. Try to get either the keyword or some kind of long tail variation of the keyword in there. And just also make sure in the transcript that it's actually correct, right? So you want to make sure that your transcript is correct, and it's the spelling. Transcript spelling is correct on your channel. So, obviously transcript is a thing you can access at the bottom of the description. And when you're uploading it, you have access to the transcript. So make sure that the actual spelling is correct. You don't have to do the whole thing, but just make sure that at the beginning, the spelling is correct for the transcript. And also put it in your description. And the closer to the top of your description, the better. With that being said, the top of your description should probably be used for links. So it really depends on if you're prioritizing channel growth, then put a sentence at the top of your description that has your keyword in it. If you're not prioritizing channel growth and you're prioritizing money, put your links at the top, but try to get it as close to the top as you can after the links. Make sure that you write a little paragraph, a little blurb that includes your keyword. Don't keyword stuff, but just make sure that you have your keyword in that paragraph, and then try to put some related words in there as well. Tools like vidIQ and TubeBuddy just kind of almost automatically do this for you. So it's quite easy to do that if you have those tools. And then one big thing, guys, is just actually making good content, because this sends a signal to the algorithm that your content is good, which means you're going to be much more likely to be promoted in search, because lots of people are watching it and people are loving it, right? So people watch your content more, they click on your content more, they continue watching your content. It's going to send a signal to the algorithm, and people are going to watch your content more, and people are going to love it, right? So it's just that simple. Actually make good content, right? Actually making good content is extremely important. So yeah, these are the most powerful tips, guys. It's really that simple. SEO is not that complicated. And the beautiful thing is, not only do you get views from YouTube, but you also get views from Google. Okay, you get views from Google when you do this too. Now, if you have a very long video, there's of course exceptions to this. There's other things that are kind of important, but if you have a very long video, then chapters, SEO chapters, can be important. So these are also known as timestamps. Chapters. Okay, I spelled that terribly. SEO chapters, also known as timestamps. SEO chapters or timestamps. So you want those to be SEO optimized. So a really key thing here is to put SEO optimization, but try not to give away what the entire section is about as well with your timestamps. But yeah, SEO chapters and timestamps. Okay. Especially for a very long video. So that's how to do it. It's that simple. These are the most important things. There's really nothing more complicated than this. And you will start getting views from search when you do this. And search views are nicer than browse views per view, right? Much nicer. So if you are interested in growing your YouTube channel and making more money from your YouTube channel and in optimizing your YouTube channel so that you can actually do it sustainably and you don't have to run around like a chicken with his head cut off, and you can basically spend way less time on your YouTube channel and get more views and make more money, that's exactly what I teach people how to do. And you should absolutely book a 45-minute consultation, because this will be the most valuable 45 minutes that you have in your business this year. We will go over what your problems are right now. We will go over where you want to go, what your goals are. Then we'll give you a roadmap for how to get there. And then at the end, we'll see if we're a good fit to work together. I've helped 15 people plus get to 7 figures a year. I've helped over 5 people get to 8 figures a year. And I've helped countless other people get to the 6-figure level. And I can absolutely help you do the same. So book a call down in the description and the pinned comment below.